What is going on, everybody? What's going on, Matt? What's going on, Braden? So we do got some new stuff to announce once we get some more people in here. Who's still in here? Oh, nice, dude. What is going on, everybody? If you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. We do have some stuff to announce once some more people get in here, or if someone asks what it is. Oh, nice. Oh, we got 10 people here. What's going on, everybody? Right now we're cleaning up the bait shop, trying to see what kind of material we got for lead baits. Trying to get it all organized and figure out what we got. I got a crap ton of these collars for chatterbaits. But we're going to be making spinnerbaits soon here next week. A lot of people ask for them on TikTok. And like I said, right now we're cleaning up the bait shop and seeing what we got. I mean, I probably have 1,000 of these things. It's crazy. Thought I had way more of these screw locks for the football heads. Yeah, we're making spinnerbaits, bro. I don't know how well we're gonna be able to keep them in stock because I have like 20 people asking for them, so we'll see how that goes. Has anybody been fishing lately? Oh, nice. Yeah, I hadn't been able to fish either. We're just going through all these hooks. Oh, what you doing, Matt? Yeah, I haven't went through all this stuff in this box in a while. I need to figure out exactly what I got because it's insane. Like, I have a crap ton of these that I haven't even put on the market yet. Like, we got a whole thing of eyes, like, I haven't even touched. Huh. Like all these different heads and stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't know you did that. Yeah, these were some heads that I messed up on, and I got to get the blades off. Like, they didn't turn out too good. Still got a bunch of these DRS heads that we got to put together and make happen, but I haven't done it yet. Oh wow, that's a long time, dude. So we did have our gender reveal on Saturday, and we're having a boy, so that's awesome. You know, I was on TikTok earlier, and ain't nobody show up in the live, which is crazy. Alright, I need to cut all this crap off. And I got so much stuff over here, man, it's ridiculous. Oh, I really didn't do a good job of separating all this stuff and figuring out what was what. I got hooks all over the place. I got O-rings for injectors and all kinds of stuff sitting around. And look, I even have made up skirts and freaking all kinds of stuff put together, and I didn't even know I had it. Oh yeah, I even got weed guards in here. And snaps and everything. This is what happens when you have too much stuff. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why we didn't get the notification sent out. I don't know why. Like, I just have a bunch of heads and stuff that I haven't poured or nothing. Announce what? What do you mean? What did we announce? The spinnerbait? Oh yeah, no. So we're gonna announce the spinnerbait. I guess we can do it now. So I'm gonna be making. Yeah, so we're gonna start making spinnerbaits, and we had a lot of people ask for them on TikTok, and that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna make a bunch of spinnerbaits and stuff like that. Then I'll be able to get into buzz baits, but I don't want to do buzz baits yet until we hit summer again, because there's no point making them now. It's buzz bait season's almost over with. But yeah, we're gonna have regular Colorado blades and willow leaves and stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty sick. We got some red paint coming in for the heads. What's going on, Caden Pruitt? Thank you for joining. If anybody's new here, hit that like and subscribe button for us. We are a fishing channel and also a bait making channel. Right now I'm cleaning the workshop up and figuring out what kind of inventory I got for material. And like I said, I got a bunch of different, like I got jig heads just laying around that got to be dealt with and figured out and finished and all kinds of stuff, and hadn't got to it yet, which I need to. I wasted all these chatterbait heads because I didn't bake them long enough because I'm an idiot, but that happens. I'm just going to toss them all so that way I don't give someone a stupid batch. In Texas it is. The only reason I say buzzbait season, is because I don't want to make them yet, because I can't promote them and show them off on my channel when it gets cold. So that's why I'm going with spinnerbaits, because you can fish them all the time. Anybody got any ideas for spinnerbait names? So I'm actually below the Mason-Dixon, sir. Man, I just have packs and packs and packs and packs and packs of hooks. And those aren't the right hooks that are supposed to go in that box. Neither are these. Neither are those. What are these? Some 4/0. Okay, so those, that's a 3/0, 3/0, 1, Look, I'm telling you. I got jig heads everywhere, dude. Yeah, it's pretty close. So TX, we're going to be making spinner baits. I don't know if I'm feeling those TX. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. I have so many of these made and we haven't hardly sold any. Yeah, I already have a color called Cajun Crawl. I don't have access to it right now because it's packed up in a box, but look at these. I have tons of these and hardly anybody's bought any, and I don't know if I should keep making them. I might sell the mold or something, I don't know. What doesn't make sense, Braden? Oh, I mean, if it was yellow and white, I would go chartreuse and white, and I would just call it chartreuse and white. Something like that. If anybody's new here, hit the like and subscribe button for us. Let us know you're here. Drop a comment down below. I got all this wire and strand and stuff that I got to take care of at some point. I really don't have to hand tie no more because I got those awesome bands that make it look like it's hand tied, and they're pretty strong. All right, so that's taken care of. That's taken care of. Oh, I got you, Braden. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Big Bubba spin. That's just like a whole mouthful to talk about. There's something better we can do, and I don't know what it is, but that'll be the fallback plan as the Big Bubba spin. We can call it the BBS. And then we can just go into detail if they ask what the BBS stands for, is the Big Bubba spin. Or how about the Big Bubba spinner? That sounds better. What y'all think? I like that. Trying to see all this stuff I got, man. Yeah, I ordered the stuff today, bro. I gotta literally wait like 5 or 6 days for this slow company out of Texas to send it. I'm just showing stuff off to make good content at this point. We got some very, very, very dark green pumpkin, blue. I forget what this is called. We got this stuff, never used it yet. No, all jokes aside though, TX, they do take forever to send it. They use the $8 eco shipping. We're doing 2 blades. Lax, what's up, brother? So we're going through all the material and figuring out what's what. I still got a crap ton of purple left that I haven't touched. Got a crap ton of white that I haven't touched. I mean, we have options over here. I mean, chartreuse. This is like a orangish red color, a little brown. We got this color I haven't really touched much. Got the lavender. Magic Crawl. Perch Belly. Bunch of different powder paints and bags. What is this? Football head mold that I forgot I had in there. Oh boy. We got some candles for smoking the molds. Got some epoxy that I forgot I had. Bunch of different powder paints in here. Super big files that I never never touch. I forgot I had vice grips in here. Some more of this. Oh look, that's almost like a chainsaw file. I don't know why that's in there. Heat shrink tubing, which is too thick for me to use, which I should have returned. A very nice screwdriver that I forgot I had. Bunch of different needle nose and vice grips. Another file that I never use. I have 2 packs of offshore wire that I could use, which I forgot I had. Man, this is crazy. I'm just trying to go through all this stuff because, like I said, we're not making anything tonight, and I really want to see what I got. Let me put the candles back in there because I need those for smoking the mold. This is the junk drawer of junk drawers, I think. So we got trash bag, which I need, these stupid things, carpet in here. My fishing gloves that I've been looking for a very long time. Extra hose for the pump. Sandpaper, extra bag, which I need that. Some more tools, which I should put up here. Oh man, I forgot I had these plastic mixers in here. Yeah, dude, I know, right? It's like free shopping, dude. Oh man. I thought I had to go buy some of this stuff. To make my fluid beds, now I can make a big one for the spinner baits because you got to make them taller than this. Because when you go to dip the spinnerbait head, usually like you'll grab a jig head like this by the hook and you'll dip it in. But with the spinnerbait wire, you can't dip it in there. So what I got to do is I got to... What do you mean, what's the difference in my chatterbait? Between the spinnerbait and the chatterbait? Is that what you're asking? But anyways, usually I have to grab it by the hook and dip the jig head in to powder paint it. So what I got to do is I got to make a bigger, fluid bed, which is taller. And then when it's blowing up, what I can do is it's easier to dip the head in. Oh, on my website, you're talking about there's 2 of them? So, hold on, I'll show you. Let me get this stuff cleaned up real quick. Trying to figure out what the heck this is. Some stupid user's manual, don't need it. What'd I do with them? Hold on, let me go to the boat. Alright, so here's the difference, bro. So the sledgehammer has eyeballs and the blade is connected directly to the head. Alright? This one usually has a skirt on it, but the difference is this one can have a weed guard and it's connected with a split ring, which gives you more action actually, I believe, sometimes. It just depends on which one they're wanting because it can go side to side and front to back. This one can go side to side, but it doesn't have that piece in the middle. So this is the OG Bubbaville Custom Baits chatterbait, and this thing, TX can tell you in the comments, we actually used to call this thing the slobber knocker, but Berkeley stole the name. But there's a little bit of a hook difference too. I think there are both viable ones, but I think this one's better made than this one, but this one has a little bit different action. But you see the hook difference. But like I said, this one has eyes and it's connected straight to the head. connected straight to the head just like that. And then, like I said, this one has the split ring. So before Z-Man ended the patent for having this hooked to the head, we had to run them like this. Oh. Yeah, Bodie, if I were you, I would wait until next week. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I was reading the comments, but I would wait until next week because what I'm going to try to do is, you're funny, Tex. Like I was saying, I would wait until next week because I'm getting new skirts in too that it actually helps me get some more stuff that's out of stock right now. Like I get green pumpkin and then some red, and I'll be able to get all the OG colors back that we've been out of for a while. Yeah, so look, a lot of people think that you need, so look, here's the whole process. Here's the whole process of why I think the spinnerbait is better than the chatterbait. So all the young kids and everybody that is watching all these pros use bladed jigs, I can tell you right now, if you go to throw a bladed jig, the bass knows what it is. The spinnerbaits have gone extinct, and I guarantee you, you throw a spinnerbait, you're going to catch a whole lot more fish because you can control where it goes. And let me grab a spinnerbait. All right, so look, this spinnerbait right here, this is what mine's going to actually look like, blade-wise. You see how they're hammered? Mine's going to look just like this. And what this spinnerbait does is it gives it a wide thump. And the head's going to be a little different, but it's going to be built kind of similar. But anyways, so what I'm saying about the spinnerbait is when your spinnerbait's going through the water, this right here deflects tree limbs and snags. So you're not going to always get your chatterbait snagged as well as most of the other spinnerbaits. But the spinnerbait excels on flats and different stuff like that. And these blades act like bait fish. And right now, a chatterbait doesn't act like a bait fish. So this is one of the most versatile baits you can have in your tackle box. And I've been catching a lot of fish on the spinnerbait lately. It was this exact one, by the way. This is one of my old ones that I had from when I was sponsored with Venom Lures, and this is probably my favorite one to throw. I don't have this skirt pattern, but I can do something similar to it. But like I was saying, I think you can fish spinnerbaits in tougher areas. Now, I don't make any type of trailers other than craws right now. You got to remember, I'm just starting out, so I'm trying to... generally, you don't have to run a trailer with this thing because the skirt does all the work for you. And then I'll run a trailer hook on the back, but not a... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I was coming up in elementary school and middle school, the spinnerbait was the thing to do, and everybody threw the crap out of the spinnerbait, and then the chatterbait got on the scene. Everybody started throwing the chatterbait, and bass were munching it, and that's why I'm trying to bring back old school baits, because they really do get forgotten about. And but like I was saying, like, these things really do deflect a lot of tree limbs and stuff. And when you're throwing one of these big bladed spinner baits through in like stumps and standing timber and stuff, it cannot be beaten. I can make chatterbaits that are weed guarded, which I do have some. Let me see if I got one in the boat. I had one somewhere, but I can't remember where I put it. But like I said, it's really boils down to confidence and what the bass aren't seeing and how you can fish stuff and get it in the tough stuff without losing it. That's the main thing I'm going for. Is I want you to catch fish and not be able to lose your bait. I don't know what I'm going to be selling the spinner bait for. It's probably going to be around the 8 to 9 range, somewhere around there, because there's a lot of handcrafting with it. Because I got to pour the lead onto the wire, and then I have to put all the components together, bend this, powder paint the head, put eyeballs on it, skirt it up, package it up, and then send it out to y'all. So we're probably going to do a test batch of like 10 to 20 and make some solid colors that I know will catch fish anywhere, and then we're going to go from there. But like adding trailers and stuff to this stuff, like I try not to make my spinner baits so heavy when I'm trying to throw them and fish them, because 9 times out of 10, the spinner bait's going to be a reaction bite. While they're seeing it go by their face, you're really not making them track the spinner bait that long, so the trailer action doesn't matter. The chatterbait, you kind of need a trailer on it because they're more compact and small, but when you have these big flashing blades on top, that really does call the bass from a very long distance. I mean, so does the chatterblade, but like I was saying, you have to literally put this thing next to a bass for a chatterbait, or you have to have a nice trailer on it to kick. So what I try to do is I try not to overcomplicate the trailer and all that stuff, because I like the skirt to do the action and then the blades to do the action, and then you'll get better hookup ratios. And then if you get someone like a bass that wants to short strike all of your baits, you put a trailer hook on, but then you risk it's similar, but like I was saying, your wire right here, when you're pulling this stuff through, it's gonna hop over and you're not gonna get stuck. If you're running a bladed jig, it's gonna go like this, turn and grapple hook to whatever you're trying to get into. But you'll see, you'll see. As soon as I make these, I'm going to take them out and I'm going to crush it with it. Because look, this is the one thing that I don't have in my boat that I have confidence in, because I didn't make it. Like I said, I've caught a lot of big fish off this. But once I get one in my hands that I've made and I'm able to tune and get just right, I'm going to go straight out to that flat. And I'm going to catch plenty of fish off that sandbar where the stumps are. And then I'll be able to walk y'all through why I really wanted to make these. And also we had a bunch of people back us up saying that they wanted me to make them. But Alabama rigs, they're really only good for wintertime when those bass are stacked up on ledges and they're actively feeding, where you want to get a big presentation so that way the fish can see it easier, and you have all these baits going in a pod across the lake. But then also sometimes if you throw something that big and shiny with all those different blades and all these different baits, it might scare the bass away because they've seen other 50 fishermen throw it. So that's why I try to downsize or make something simple so that way something can bite it easier. I'm over here talking too much. Whew. You know, this fishing season really made me feel like I suck at fishing this year because I haven't caught as many big ones as I usually do. And I think the weather is just not cooperating this year. It's been so weird. It's been super hot, super cold, a lot of rain. I'm surprised hurricanes and stuff haven't rolled through yet, but we're approaching that season. Hey, Bodie, I really appreciate the comments, though, man. I'm just trying to help out and give little tidbits of stuff that I had to learn the hard way. I got this Dremel tool too. Yeah, man, look, Beaver Dam is one of the best places to throw a spinnerbait. I went in there one time with spinnerbaits and chatterbaits, and I threw them in the stumps, and we caught them good in there. But we also had the right wind and all the bait getting pushed into the cove, and they were absolutely munching it. It was like mid-February. This was like 4 or 5 years ago, but Beaver Dam's a really good place to throw your spinnerbait. TX, I really haven't caught that many big fish this year, though. I used to at least get a 7-pounder once a month and a couple 5s at least once a week. What's up, Katzen? Appreciate you joining. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button for us. I think what really derailed my process was this platform taking the monetization away and the boat trailer and all kinds of stuff, and we're getting there eventually. We'll get back to form. It just takes time. Yeah, man, it's been super hot. This is one of the hottest summers I've been a part of in Virginia. Like, it's almost like Texas and Florida put together. It's been crazy. I need to know where my painter's tape went, because I need painter's tape for these spinnerbaits next week. I need to find that. I think the CEO put it somewhere. The CEO number 2. Like on the 26th, yeah, man, I saw so many fish jumping at work right around 8 o'clock to, what was it? Right around 8 o'clock to maybe 11. They were going nuts. I just wasn't able to get out there because I was working. Just trying to get this desk and everything cleaned up. Brody, I don't know why YouTube just flagged your comments when you said you had a couple frog blow-ups. I guess they thought you were blowing up frogs. So look, the next project I think I'm gonna work on besides these spinner baits is I'm gonna try to get buzz baits going, because they're actually fairly easier to obtain all the different stuff to make them. But I think I really want to do something worm related, but I just can't. I can't get over buying a mold that's $70 for 3 worms at one time. I'd rather spend $230. The Bubba Buzzer. Huh. Actually, you know what? How about the Bubbaville Bunker Buster? The Bubbaville Bunker Buster Buzzbait. That's pretty sick. What y'all think? TX, what you think? Yeah, I guess it is kind of long, huh? I used to. I don't really fish them much anymore. It's too much of a grind. I mainly just like fishing and making videos. That's my lane. But I would love to get into fishing some if I had a boat that had a little bit bigger motor on it where I could actually go do some gas stuff and not fish these 10 rig tournaments that are rigged. All it is a giant money scheme to get your money. You get the top 5 people that always get the top bags, they share fish, and they cut it. What tournaments have you fished? Hey Bodie, if you go in the archives of my YouTube channel, there is a Chick Lake video where we fished Chickahominy Lake, where we finished second on day 1 of the classic, and then we finished like dead last at Beaver Dam the day 2. It's crazy. Okay. Never fished Lake Chesden though. But yeah, Bodie, I really encourage you to go watch some of my older videos, man. There was stuff that we were doing in there that was awesome, and it's hard to stay on top of the mountaintop of creating good content like that. And it's I kind of feel like an injured athlete right now, where it's like I was up here and now I'm like right here, and like I have flashes of getting into up here, but I can't sustain it. I don't understand what that means though, TX. Like, give me some context with it if you can. So like whirling, is that how that's pronounced? I can't, it's hard to see it. Huh, that's interesting. I still need to package all these dudes. I hadn't got to it. Tomorrow night we're gonna really hit some plastics hard and figure out what's going on with it. Alright guys, I think we're going to call it a night. I think I got the shop pretty much clean where I wanted it. I figured out what stuff we don't have and what we have and what we got to get eventually. So, until next time, if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate y'all tuning in and we'll catch y'all next time.